Hi guys, my name is Evan. Today I'm going to be doing a report on high employee turnover rate. We're going to be looking at understanding the basics of employee turnover rate, how to fix it, and how it affects our company. Now the overall goal of this PowerPoint is to give you a basic understanding of what employee turnover rate is. And that is how fast our employees come to us and leave, whether voluntary or involuntary. Now we're also going to be looking at what leads to higher employee turnover rate and how to lower it itself or keep it steady. Right now, if you're looking at Canada, we're looking at, or what was, 7.3% voluntary turnover rate. Now there is a big difference between voluntary and involuntary. Voluntary is the employees themselves leaving us, whereas involuntary is us making the employees leave. So while 7.3% back in 2013 may not seem like much, if you took a look at the numbers for retail sector, such as ourselves, it was actually all the way up at 20%, which is a huge number of employees leaving voluntarily, which is drastic. Now, if you also take a look at us, we're at a 25% voluntary employment rate, which is ridiculous. Our employees should not be leaving us that quickly, and especially not in those numbers. If you also take a look at our competitors, they're only sitting at 15%, which is way lower than ours. So it's my goal to show you what we're doing right now and how we can lower ourselves to at least our competitors' level, if not even lower, to give us that extra edge. Now, some of the causes of high employee turnover rate vary. One of the most basic ones is underpay. If an employee believes that they've been paid less than anybody else, they're going to go somewhere else. They're going to be happy that they're working for us to start with, but they're going to take that knowledge and then go to another company, which we cannot allow. They're taking all that training and money we put into training them, and it's benefiting somebody else. And not only that, they'll take that and they'll work better and they'll want to stay there rather than come back from us. Another thing is better benefits. A lot of companies provide more benefits than just doing a 50% discount on alcohol. We need to take a look at that and see what we can do better. Now, next thing is employee engagement. Now that is getting the employees not only working for us, but wanting to work for us and truly looking at the company ourselves, what it is to be with us. A lot of employees right now are just coming in, working their 8 hours and leaving. Well, they'll do their jobs, great, but they're not truly enjoying themselves, which we have to make as a primary goal. You want employees to come back every day and say, I liked working today. That was a good day. I want to come back and do that again. Now that can be fixed by better management. A lot of times if you have a manager that's not quite doing what he thinks he's supposed to do or doing bad use of their time, employees are going to be looking at him going, was that really necessary? Did I have to do that? And they're going to maybe start looking around and hear about their buddy, somebody else who's got a manager saying, yeah, he's great, he's getting me to do all this stuff, but he's also keeping me in the loop, which is another big thing. Now that also ties into overwork and underwork. If an employee feels like he's being worked way harder than he should be, especially for his pay, he's not going to stay. He's going to take all the hard work that he's putting in and find somewhere where he can get paid better. On the flip side, you cannot do enough work. If an employee is coming every day to just twiddle his thumbs, he's just going to go, well, it's great to get paid and all, but this wasn't entertaining, and the day drags on like that. And so if you've got an employee who's sitting there and just dragging the day on, he's going to start maybe looking at, well, is there something more efficient I should be doing with my time? Something better I should be doing with my time, which there probably is. And so it's our goal to hopefully get the managers moving on and saying, well, we can actually do this, this, and this, which should bring more customers in, which has to be a main goal as well. Now, common fixes for these vary. One of the best ones I've seen is surveys. If you send out a survey to your employees, they're going to suddenly be giving back all this feedback that you can look at, whether it be manager or just the frontline employees. And from there, you can get directions of where you need to fix. If you get a lot of people complaining about their pay, well, yeah, maybe we should go in and raise our pay. That way, everybody can enjoy a better benefit, better wage. There's also, on the flip side, you get a direction of where to go, whether or not they're being underworked, overworked, whether or not the manager is really working with all the employees, because that is a big thing too. Where we always hear from the manager side, we don't often hear anywhere near as much from the employee side. And yeah, it's the manager's job to get good employees, but if he's already gotten good employees, we might need a new manager there. There's also increasing wages. Well, it's very simple, it can also be great. We really should be at least competing with every other store in our sector. We are one of the largest companies selling liquor in this area. We should be able to blow the competitors out of water with our wages. We should be at least at their level. We do that and suddenly the employees go, well, this isn't so bad. I'm getting paid as just as much as everybody else, so why leave at this point in time? I'm not going to get paid any better. Next, employee benefits. Costco and Home Depot do amazing jobs with these and they get great retention with them. Home Depot is awesome for their tuition. They're providing $2,000 tuition for employees that are full-time for 6 months. You provide 6 months of work, they provide $2,000 tuition. While it might not seem like that, and maybe we're paying out a lot, think about this. If an employee goes to school and we pay for some, or if not a good portion of his tuition, they're going to go there and maybe come back and say, well, I really liked working for you guys, and I've already been working for this long, and now I've got this degree. Well, we can suddenly promote within, and we're paying for it too. So it's reinvesting in ourselves. We get the employees wanting to come back and recommending us to friends, and so we can hopefully build the best structure for employees to come and promote within, therefore taking out, trying to hire from others, because we already have the best employees working for us and wanting to work for us, which is an awesome thing to have as well. There's also just better use of employee time. Employees want to come to work and they want to feel like they've done something and they want to be efficient about doing it. If they're taking something really slow and it's being really tedious, while they may have done something, it didn't feel like they did much. They want to do something every day and make it efficient. So we want that to work as well. Now, how to prevent that? That varies. My main thing right now is more surveys. You might not like doing them every month or every 3 months, but that's the best way we can get knowledge from our employees. Yeah, the managers can talk to them every day, but if we're sending these directly to the employees, we're kind of skipping the managers in hopes that they will get their biased opinion of their stores themselves, and we'll also get the direct opinion of the managers. We also need to take a look at checks and balances, because not everything's going to work as well as something else. Say if we increase our wages, but we still have a low employee retention rate, we're probably going to keep them where they are and not raise them anymore because it doesn't look like it's helping. Whereas, say we're applying all these benefits and suddenly we drop by a good 5% and we're actually getting more employees wanting to sign up because they know we're providing this, well, maybe we might want to take a look at different benefits and see where we go from there. And so that can expand in many different ways, but that's where I like to leave that. We also have contests and tournaments. This is something to get employees not only working for us, but actively trying to participate in the store themselves. If there is someone saying, okay, well, I've got the contest to go sell alcohol, sell the most amount of vodka, and if I win in this area, I'll get a $100 prize. Where it may not seem like that much to us, for that employee, that's a good amount of money. That's a day's work. And so they take that and they look, okay, that was great. And all they were competing was in this 30-store area, or even less. And that, if they boosted their sales, that's way worth it for us. If they can take those and keep going up, why not the $100, $150 for these gift cards? It's an awesome thing to have. In conclusion, our employee turnover rate is too high. We need to fix it, and we need to get it better, because it's just costing us money and it's costing us good employees. If we can get those guys to stay with us, we can cut costs for overall training, therefore hopefully increasing our profits, as well as keep the good employees from going to competitors who are then going to do better than us. Now, it's my recommendation that we implement surveys as a basic startup. That way we can get the idea of what our employees are looking for, that we need to build up on, what they want, and therefore kind of feel the direction we need to start with. I also would want to increase our wages to be competitive in every area. Not every area will have the same wage increase, which may suck, but we want to go kind of in the middle and hit it so that all of our employees want to stay with us all the time. And then once we get there, yeah, kind of keep it the checks and balances, surveys every so often, and that way we can stay where we're looking at and maybe even improve it more. Thank you very much for your time.